Good morning from the Gold Hill Trailhead. Today I'm going to be hiking segment 7 of the Colorado Trail. For a full trail guide of segment 7 of the Colorado Trail, you can check the link in the description below. Segment 7 of the Colorado Trail is just about 13.2 miles and 3,600 feet of elevation. So a short but steep hike. Essentially, you're going to be starting at Gold Hill here and hiking over to Copper Mountain. And you're going to be hiking right over the 10-mile range, so will be your steepest segment of the trail so far, and also your most exposed in terms of hiking above tree line. This segment is very popular with day hikers, especially for the first couple of miles, so do not expect seclusion on this one by any means. I've been social distancing way before COVID-19, and 6 feet is about 600 times not enough for me when I'm out on the trail. But let me tell you, this morning we have hit the jackpot. Just a super busy start to the day. I'm just hoping that it thins out a bit as we get higher. After crossing a road at just about 2 miles and staying left to stay on the Colorado Trail, you're gonna get a great look of your remaining route up the 10-mile range. So today is basically one big climb and then one big descent, and the majority of that is climbing up to the 10-mile range here. This area can keep snow for a bit, so it's advisable to have some kind of traction, whether that be micro spikes or hiking poles, just something to kind of give you some extra grip into the snow. Just about 3 miles in, and you're entering in this crazy big logging area here, and so you can see in front of you where we're going to be going. It's essentially just up and over this. After about 3.6 miles, you're going to reach this Peaks Trail intersection here, and you're just going to continue left, as you can see. After just 0.3 miles on the Summit Trail, you're going to join Miners Creek Trail here and continue towards Copper Mountain, which, as the sign said, was 9 miles away. As you get closer to Peak 2, you'll enter this burn zone here, and this fire, I think it was like 2017, 2018, pretty recently, and burned a lot. So please stay on the trail so that everything can grow back. Right around 5.2 miles, you're going to reach another trail junction here, and you're going to take a right to continue on Miners Creek Trail, and this will be a good spot to camp, a good spot to pump, as you can hear the water over there, for about a mile or so. Right around 6 miles into the hike, we're just shy of 11,000 feet, and this stretch from 6 to like 8 is your steepest portion of this entire segment, and you're going to gain a boatload of elevation on your way up to the top of the ridgeline here. All right, so slowly but surely making our way up to the ridge up there. Very beautiful up here. Juno is hunting as usual. And yeah, plenty of water sources. There's a nice stream over here to the right, and plenty of camping as well. So not a bad spot to call it a night if you need to. Just about 7 miles into segment 7 of the Colorado Trail, and we are finally leaving tree line here. First up, we're gonna gain this ridge up here and then eventually make our way right. This is definitely a spot you're gonna wanna evaluate because you will be above tree line with no protection from the elements for a bit. The views, Jack.
Best yet.
Pretty awesome. All right, after your first little climb, you get some awesome views down into Breck. And you can see actually Breck Ski Resort over there too. Next up, we're just gonna work our way up and then slowly keep going right. We still do have about 800 feet of elevation to gain before we top this ridge out. If you've been watching our journey along the Colorado Trail, I've been saying that every segment, every new video is the most beautiful. And I can say that 7 definitely checks that box once again. Just crazy up here. It's just super, super pretty. So if you haven't watched my other videos, you can check out my Colorado Trail playlist of Jackie, Juno, and I hiking segments of it in the description below. Quickly, let's talk about gear for this hike as well. Really simple. We're doing this in a day hike, so backpack, food, all that fun stuff. And hiking poles are nice, but really you can have trail runners. Typically this will melt out in mid-June. You can certainly do it before then, but you might have to have some extra gear like micro spikes or gaiters to help deal with some of those lingering snow fields. I'll have all the gear that I use on this hike in the description below as well. Okay, top of the pass, very windy up here, but very beautiful as well. We're gonna keep moseying on towards Peak 6. Right now we're in between Peak 5, which is to our right, and Peak 6, which is in Breck during the winter to our left. Looking down, you got Peak 6 of Breckenridge, the chairlift right there. And yeah, beautiful. Got a couple centennials in front of us. You got Crystal Peak right there. You got Pacific Peak right there. And beautiful view up into the reservoirs, and of course over to Kappa. Where we parked our car is right around there, and where segment 8 starts is actually right across, and you're going to work up Copper Mountain.
Bit past mile 10.5, just about 10.6, and we are back below tree line and 2.5 miles to go.
Just about 11 miles, you're going to reach this trail junction, and you're going to continue right down towards the highway. Another segment ending. We got about a little over a mile and a quarter left, and it just seems like they all kind of have the same ending with switchbacks. But these ones are very long and pretty boring, so we're just chugging along here. The only note that I have really is that all that elevation you gain, so it's like 3,700 or something like that, you lose about 3,200 of it, and you lose it all pretty quickly. As you wrap up the trail here, you're going to come down and see this construction area. There's two bridges. You're going to want to take the one on the left, which is the bike path. If you were day hiking this trail, you could take a right after you cross the bridge and just go right back to the parking area. If you weren't day hiking, you're going to continue on, and I'll show you where to go next. After crossing that bridge, you'll see this sign shortly after, and continue along this way. This last 0.4 here is redundant if you're parking back there, so you can definitely just skip it, but I'm gonna show you guys the whole damn segment. Sorry, I forgot to mention this. The reason you have to park in the far east lot when you're hiking segment 7 of the Colorado Trail is because there is no parking off of Highway 91, which we're about to pass here and officially end the segment. But it really only adds about another quarter mile of hiking, so Jackie's gonna pick me up and we'll wrap it up. Just like segment 6, segment 7 seems to have really anticlimactic ending with the construction and parking lots and all that, but overall segment 7 of the Colorado Trail was without a doubt the best one of the 7 so far. Just stunningly beautiful, almost the entire hike. So I'd recommend this as a great day hike, you know, a great segment hike, but I don't know if I'd backpack it. I just don't think it's enough miles, but you could definitely do that too if you wanted. At the end of segment 7 here, what a great hike. For a full trail guide of segment 7 of the Colorado Trail, you can go ahead and check the link in the description below. As always, thanks for watching, and please subscribe not to miss out on any future hike related content. See ya on the next adventure.
Segment 7.
Woo!